There are only two types of guys that ladies encounter in the world of dating and relationship. The first type of guy is commonly known as the everyday guy. About 90% of guys fall under this category in the world of dating and relationship. The other 10% of guys are commonly known as the business handling guys. What makes these two types of guys different in the world of dating and relationship? Put simply, these two types of guys play different roles and positions in the world of dating and relationship. Let's break it down. Yes, people, hello and welcome to the very first Mono Convo episode. Every lady follows the same plan when deciding which guys to get into dating and relationship situations with. The ideal version of every lady's plan involves taking 5 dating resources from guys, then using those 5 dating resources to create 7 dating experiences for themselves. These 5 dating resources, in no particular order, are sperm, aka semen, aka seed, time, energy, money, and connections, especially access and introductions to other people. The 7 dating experiences ladies then create with those 5 dating resources are flattering attention, entertaining conversation, entertaining company, venting ear, also known as a shoulder to cry on, financial and non financial favors, intimacy, and pregnancy. When a lady sits down, opens up the sketch pad, and then puts pencil to paper, there are two dating directions she's always planning for. One direction leads to short term benefits, the other direction leads to long term benefits. How much benefits and how long she wants those benefits from the guy determines how much of the 5 dating resources she plans to take and how many of the 7 dating experiences she plans to create. So far, we know that before any lady goes into the world of dating and relationship, she creates a plan to extract sperm, time, energy, money, and connections from any guy. Then she mixes those 5 ingredients to create flattering attention, entertaining conversation, entertaining company, shoulder to cry on, financial and non financial favors, bedroom activities behind closed doors, and big belly. The only thing that separates one lady from the other in the world of dating and relationship is how much of these resources she plans to take from the guy. The more dating resources she plans to take means the longer dating experiences she plans to create. The longer dating experiences she plans to create means the more long-term benefits she's planning to extract from the guy she encounters. Going back to the two types of guys, the everyday guy gives the lady everything she wants. The business handling guy gives the lady only what she needs. This means the lady can get everything she wrote down in the plan when she encounters the everyday guy. However, when she encounters the business handling guy, he's only really interested in giving her what she needs. So he can only move with the lady in the direction that leads to short-term benefits. Here is a typical example of what ladies can take from the everyday guy compared to what ladies can take from the business handling guy in the world of dating and relationship. If we think about the distribution of resources as percentages, and we think of the maximum percentage any guy can have as 100%, then the everyday guy typically gives this much away to the ladies. Flattering attention, 15%. Entertaining conversation, 18%. Entertaining company, 15%. Personal therapist, 16%. Financial and non-financial favors, 17%. Intimacy, 4%. And pregnancy, 15%. What this shows is that the everyday guy focuses the least amount of his dating resources on providing intimacy. The business handling guy typically gives this much away to the ladies. Flattering attention, 1%. Entertaining conversation, 2.5%. Entertaining company, 2.5%. Venting ear, 1%. Financial and non-financial favors, 1%. Intimacy, 92%. And pregnancy, 0%. The business handling guy focuses most of his dating resources on providing intimacy. The everyday guy and the business handling guy both get into the world of dating and relationship for the same reasons, which is to have intimate experiences with ladies, This means engaging in bedroom activities behind closed doors with ladies, which means ultimately connecting private parts together, which means ultimately sticking his third leg into her rabbit hole. However, the everyday guy and the business handling guy take different directions to get to that same goal. The everyday guy takes a complicated direction, while the business handling guy takes a straightforward direction. The main reason why the everyday guy takes a complicated direction is because they believe that ladies are very sophisticated and complicated. Therefore, he believes that if he pretends to be complicated and sophisticated, ladies will find him more attractive. On the other hand, the reason why the business handling guy takes the straightforward direction is because he believes that ladies crave intimacy more than anything else. But if she can also get most of his other dating resources on top of intimacy, that's something really exciting for her to try to achieve. The everyday guy believes that ladies are very sophisticated because they believe words over actions. They believe what's being said more than what's being done. The business handling guy believes that actions speak louder than words. He believes what's done over what's said. He understands that everybody lies, but numbers don't. So he pays attention to the evidence instead of the propaganda. The business handling guy can see where the evidence shows that ladies will give a guy access to the rabbit hole when he asks as nicely and as quickly as possible. So essentially, the everyday guy and the business handling guy both want the same thing from ladies in the world of dating and relationship. Big difference is the everyday guy only knows the hard way to get it, but the business handling guy knows the easy way to get it. Of course, the business handling guy understands that there's more to achieving this goal than just going up to a lady and asking her to engage in intimate experiences or bedroom activities behind closed doors or asking her to give up the rabbit hole. He understands that he still needs to let her enjoy the right amounts of the other dating experiences required to make her feel comfortable enough to then let him have his way with her. The business handling guy focuses on simplicity and efficiency. The business handling guy focuses on doing what's natural and necessary. He focuses on avoiding disorder and dysfunction. He focuses on avoiding ideas that are bad, childish, and absurd. Now, going back to the distribution of dating resources in percentages, it becomes a bit clearer as to why the business handling guy does it this way. Flattering attention is something a lady can get from anyone, whether it's family, friends, colleagues, and even strangers. A lady doesn't need to get flattering attention exclusively from the guy she's dating. A business handling guy understands that giving a lady flattering attention is only really necessary within the context of intimacy, which is why the amount of dating resources a business handling guy typically spends on giving a lady flattering attention is about 1%. The same rules apply to every other dating experience. The only experience that ladies actually rely on guys for are intimacy and pregnancy. All other experiences do not require guys to be part of the equation. Ladies use the everyday guy for the security of someone to talk to and hang out with, and she uses the business handling guy for the security of someone to fulfill all her bedroom fantasies with, which means the amount of intimacy a business handling guy experiences with a lady directly determines how much of the other 6 dating experiences he gives to the lady, which means the business handling guy believes that every experience in the world of dating and relationship revolves around intimacy. The business handling guy is always asking the question, what is it that ladies can't achieve without the involvement of guys in the world of dating and relationship? The answer is always only 2 things: intimacy and pregnancy. Ladies have the capability and competency to achieve the same level of independence just like any guy out there, and even achieve more independence than guys, since ladies are typically more intelligent than guys. So the business handling guy understands that if a lady is focused on connecting with a guy for any other reason except intimacy in the world of dating and relationship, then it's very likely that the lady lacks the capability and competency to be independent without using guys. So this is the type of lady that the business handling guy avoids wasting dating resources on and avoids getting to know in the world of dating and relationship. The business handling guy believes that every human needs intimacy. It's a natural human condition to need intimacy, just like they need air, food, and shelter. There are 3 levels of intimacy. Level 1 is known as first base, which includes activities like flirting, touching, kissing, and cuddling. Level 2 is known as second base, which includes everything in level 1, plus touching private parts of the body. Maybe she goes down on the guy and gives him oral pleasure. They might sleep over together, but not necessarily sleep with each other. Level 3 is known as third base, which includes everything in levels 1 and 2, plus actually sleeping with each other. So when a lady focuses on getting intimacy from a guy, she's getting what she needs. This means she's taking care of the short-term benefits in her plan, which means she focuses on extracting only the time element of his dating resources for the purpose of creating the dating experience of intimacy. When a lady focuses on getting the other 6 dating experiences from a guy, she's getting what she wants. This means taking care of the long-term benefits in her plan, which means she focuses on extracting as much of the guy's 4 dating resources to improve her survival situation. Her survival situation improves drastically when she gets the guy to ideally marry her and get her pregnant. The lady understands that marriage and pregnancy will guarantee 2 things. 1, she'll be taken care of by the government and the guy for the rest of her life. 2, she can enjoy the same independence as most people for the rest of her life without doing any work. The long-term direction of the lady's plan in the world of dating and relationship involves using marriage and children to get spousal benefits and child benefits, which include getting a ring, that's expensive, getting a wedding to be the center of attention, sharing the guy's income, getting all the guy's dating resources, getting half of the guy's income and assets, even after they go their separate ways, getting a private accommodation paid for by the government or the guy, getting free healthcare, getting discounted accommodation bills, getting free food, getting free nursery, getting free transportation, getting regular child benefit money from the guy, using the child as a bargaining tool and leverage to control the guy's action, and the list goes on and on. All these benefits require very little intimacy. A guy only needs to sleep with a lady once to get her pregnant. Also, he requires very little intimacy to become convinced that he should commit exclusively to her, which is why there are lots of children who are products of one-night stands where the guy and the lady meet each other at a bar or a nightclub, and after a few drinks they go home together, and under the influence of alcohol and marijuana, he penetrates her for 5 minutes with no condom. Then a couple weeks later she discovers she's pregnant, but she doesn't remember which one of the guys who penetrated her could be the daddy. There are also lots of cases where the lady might already have a child with her boyfriend or husband, but because she wants to keep things exciting, decides to have an affair with other guys. The other guys also penetrate her with no condoms. Then she gets pregnant. Then she decides to keep the pregnancy because she understands that she has access to long-term benefits from 2 guys. The everyday guy is who she's able to get all these spousal and child benefits from, because the everyday guy will willingly take the position of boyfriend, then baby daddy, then husband, then divorcee, then child benefit provider. The business handling guy takes the position of a friend with benefits, so the only benefits she gets from the business handling guy are regular bedroom activities and maybe a planned pregnancy situation that the guy doesn't pay any child benefits for. The business handling guy believes that the number one reason to be in a dating and relationship situation is to have romantic engagements with a large variety of attractive ladies. This means enjoying bedroom activities behind closed doors with a large rotation of hotties, which means enjoying intimate experiences with a huge Rolodex of baddies. The business handling guy believes that the philosophy behind this number one reason is very easy for anyone to understand and agree with when the explanation is revealed slowly and clearly, which is what we'll be doing in the next episode. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed.